Yo, Jay Figgity, Layup Line Sports, man. Y'all know I've been kind of slow poking on the videos. Y'all gotta bear with me, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of business things going on, man. 2019 gonna be a great year for everybody watching this, man. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Invite y'all friends, man. I always have interesting topics to talk about. Today I want to talk about James Harden last night and the Rockets, man. Clint Capella went crazy last night, man. I think he had like 29 and 21. The Rockets came back from 20 down to beat the Warriors last night, and it was really crazy, man. In the fashion they did it, and I've been talking about this since last year, man. The way you got to play the Warriors to beat them, you have to be more aggressive. You have to be the more aggressive team because that's how they win a lot of their games. They get, you know what I'm saying? They get to the 50-50 balls. They get those calls because they are the aggressive team. Traditionally, basketball, the calls go to the aggressor. And you know what? That's what I saw from Houston last night. I cut it on 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. They was down about 15. I thought it was over, but something told me just keep this game on, keep on watching it. You know what I'm saying? As I kept on watching it, I seen something interesting. Reality of the defense that the Rockets was playing. They play defense with a chip on their shoulder. They play like they know that the Warriors is the team to beat. They know that they Goliath. They play like they David. You know what I'm saying? In order to beat Goliath, you got to go ahead and play it crazy like David. And that's what the Beard did last night, man. I thought it was a lot of ISO, man. He ISO'd probably 20 of the last 30 possessions, man. And it was just really that's why I call him ISO King, because you know the isolation coming, and you still go ahead and ISO and do that, man. It's wild. But definitely, man, it was a great game last night, man. And James Harden really put on a show at the end there, you know what I'm saying? But for all the James Harden critics that would have talked about his shooting percentage if they had lost, that would have talked about his ISO if they had lost. But since they won, everybody is on that tip, you know what I'm saying? Oh, James Harden, you know this, James Harden that, you know what I'm saying? Just have that same energy when he lose that game 7, you know, to the Warriors in the conference finals, and they go home. Have that same energy. James Harden's still that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking away from James. I said this on the day that he went crazy. So y'all on his side today, stop taking away from these players, man. You know what I'm saying? He made it to game 7 last year. You know what I'm saying? But if people wanted to take the MVP away from him after his performance in the playoffs last year. The thing is, only one team win the championship every year. I mean, only one team a year can win the championship. So you can't judge people off just by championships, just like y'all judge Bron on finals wins. I don't get it. He made it all the way to the finals. Now y'all want to judge him because he lost the finals. Only one team win. But, man, it was a great game, and I think that they're showing the league, the rest of the league, the blueprint on how. You know what I'm saying? You got to you got to out-aggressive Golden State. You got to get to those balls that, you know what I'm saying, that they normally get. You got to get in Steph pocket. You got to foul a little bit. And that call, KD didn't save that basketball and he was out of bounds. I called that the second I seen it. I say he's super out of bounds. And I said, watch Steph hit this now. Watch Steph hit this shot, since they was allowed to get the ball saved. And the Warriors have a little bit of luck on their side. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, to win a championship, you have to have a little bit of luck. You can't get lucky every year. That's why I don't believe this Golden State year. I do believe it's either going to, I think it's looking like it's going to be Houston, the Lakers, or the Celtics. That's where I'm gonna go. And my fandom for Brian is gonna say Lakers Celtics. Might as well, you know, for that story rivalry. Remember Kobe was over there playing the big three in Boston, man. You know, might as well be Lakers Celtics. But if not, I think Houston gonna end up making it. I think Golden State. I think by KD leaving this year, he gonna end up leaving. Draymond getting into it. Unless Boogie come back and just really give them that extra vote of energy to where they start blowing teams out again. I think they're gonna actually lose in the conference finals. I think Houston gonna beat them because you got to realize they didn't have Chris Paul or Eric Gordon last night either. The Rockets didn't play the best game last night. Even in the fourth, they played kind of sloppy. You know, they hit shots though. Gerald Green, the new kid, House Jr. Well, he a third-year player. Even Brandon Knight, Austin Rivers was getting down a little bit last night. He was shaking people out their shoes. He was looking like high school Austin we was watching on the Ballers Life mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? But good day for NBA, man. DeRozan got to play his former team last night. Got his first career triple-double against his former team, Toronto Raptors. Kawhi went back to San Antonio, man. Kawhi, as they call him, went back to San Antonio and got the shit booed out of him, man. Every time he touched the ball, this is some of the loudest boos I ever heard. And they actually chanted traitor when he was on the line, man. So it was a heck of a game. The Spurs blew them out, man. But it was good to see that Kawhi and Greg Popovich talked after the game, you know, and they mended their relationship, man, because you know, when you've been cool with somebody for years on end, man, it's kind of sucks to just make one situation trump the whole relationship that you have with that person. And I don't think that's life, man. I think life, man, you gotta sometimes forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying? Don't mean you have to get over it or hang with that person all the time, but let it off you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was good for the NBA. Good for basketball, for Kawhi and the Spurs organization to mend that relationship. So next time he come, they might get a video tribute to Kawhi, which they didn't last night. But what I'm gonna be interested in seeing, speaking of players going to their former arenas and playing, I'm gonna be interested to see DeMar go back to Toronto and Jimmy go back to Minnesota. I cannot wait to see Jimmy go back to Minnesota. I almost want to buy tickets for that. But that's all I got for you today, man. Y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Like I say, we're going to be hitting you with a lot more heat. I'm opening it up this year. We're going to do a little bit of boxing, a little bit of all type of sports. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm feeling at that time. But Layup Line Sports, man. Always putting you up on game. Peace. All right, if I can figure out how to stop this video.